Is parallel kings. Parallel kings. And the two kings we're going to look at are separated by about 2,200 years of history. But there are some amazing similarities between the two. The one was an Old Testament king, and the one was a king during the Reformation, really helping to establish the Reformation in England. And so we're going to look at two parallel kings. Of course, we only have a limited amount of time, so it'll be a survey of both of them, but maybe it'll whet your appetite to look more fully at both of them. But the two kings, these parallel kings we're going to look at are Josiah and Edward VI. Josiah and Edward VI. So I'd like to have an outline, and because I'm talking about parallel kings, I tried to make my outline as parallel as possible between the two. So here's my 2 points from the outset. Number one, an examination of King Josiah, and then secondly, an examination of Edward VI. And we'll hope to fill in information on both of these here in just a moment. It has been said rightly that history is his story. I like that. History is his story. One of the booklets that I have on my shelf is The Providence of God in History. I think we'll see that as we look at these two men briefly here today. But speaking of Josiah, we're going to look at him biblically here in just a few moments. I'm sure you're familiar with him. Maybe not as much with Edward VI, but I hope to give you, again, some sense of who he was as a king. I found this particular book. I wanted something to